democracy, and we will get it passed through the process, approved, and we operationalize it. So that's another thing we have. So plenty blow something where also working law height yeah me blaba put in place killer. Even also running balance law. People's Reform Party, private party blow James Donald, even though I'm Papa started, private something blow me. It's an organization that we're building for the people of Papua New Guinea. So when you join, you have a say in how it operates. Everything, money, me bla collect how much money. Me like mo say you gonna click na looking by looking bank account na talk 500 kina stabia or 1 million stabia. You will see it as a member. So what we are doing in People's Reform Party, that's what we want to do with Papua New Guinea. We want to bring in the total transparent look. Basically, we want to give our members control of the party. Alan Bed by control him, or me want them all executive, me plus tabo say was man that's all. I'm sending blah. You think I'm kind of same. The same way, if the people of Papua New Guinea can trust us and give us Papua New Guinea to run, I'm saying something Mibla by making me. We are going to give you control of your country. That's what we are trying to do. Control the country by start when the People's Reform Party or Pangu Party or Wanem Narla Party or it's going to be yours. We want to move back to the full principles of democracy. Time old founding fathers Blumipla only adopting Papua New Guinea law 1975. This law principles all been got law this time yeah. That's what we want to return the country to, back to its people. That's what we are trying to do.
This sentiment, I think, plenty time we've been talking one time over the years, but more specifically, I think last year, towards the end of last year and this year, I keep making that point. Plenty man thing was when you talk politics, I'm something called big man. And me talk plenty time, me talk politics and me talk together. You may complain like a country go bagarap stop, or you may complain law why plenty law no issues be got long. And it all comes back to politics. Everyone has to be interested in that. I'm echoing what the late Alphonse Gilubin talk, Dr. Gilubin talk, yeah? And talk. Get interested in politics. Be a member of a political party. Have a say in how your country is being run. Don't just turn up at the polling station, polling booth every 5 years. You need Lokama. You need to take advantage of, you need to take hold of your future. You do that through the power of a political party. Be part of a political party because he said, political parties are one of the greatest institutions that we have that can direct the course of the country.
Well, what you have just said now, we have taken it in the People's Reform Party to a new level. You can be sitting in Manus, you can be sitting in Namatanai, you can be sitting in Imbongo, and you can go online and have full access. Because you like me black hamantabna looking you in Boko and Bahad there. No do like me black. So rather than me black fly run wasting money, the internet is an absolutely brilliant technology. Because to me, democracy works when there is transparency, when there is ownership, when there is participation. The internet, and this is another thing. I want Starlink here. I want me like him old man Mary Law, Meriva, or old man inside law, Wamamin, long telephoning, or one more. Okay, that is a really boost place here. I want them to have access. So whether it's this political party or whether it's the government, I want them to have access. Opim duan na man Mary looking. You sabe, all tumuna blow you time also cutting pig lo place. Also hide lo boost na cutting pig or also cutting place killer lo hap sing sing. You place a cutting pig lo where? You place a cutting lo hap lo sing sing yeah. So that one man karim leg lo piggy go, karim bun backside lo piggy go. You me over the sana blue look na you looking mana karim go come yeah. Well, to me, our ancestors practiced the concept of transparency and good government. So man sinan na lulug no one bell. Time you me kissing this la concept of Westminster government they come inside. You me hide him, now you me cut him pig inside the bedroom. That's the problem. But if you open up that process, na wambla man lo bus, em can sit down na em just kissing phone or one em na. You know, I have cousins who didn't even go to grade 1 and they can operate a mobile phone better than me. Seriously.
Wow.
That's how smart Papua New Guineans are. You know? I've been to remote parts of ECP. Now all bus man ya, all no go to school ya, all operating smartphone na. Also watching Milo. One ya, YouTube ya. And they're getting educated. This internet, these smartphones are tools that we are not fully, we are just using them to, look at rugby league or playing this lausa to Pacific or Port Moresby racing or whatever that is, or finding girlfriend, boyfriend, or we are not really fully utilizing the technology that's available.
Yep.
So in the People's Reform Party, we want to take the acceptance and the use of technology to a new level. You know, people are calling all these meetings and we all have to fly to Moresby or fly somewhere else to have a meeting. You know, and we are doing it in ECP too. ECP is a huge province and, you have to move people here and there. I don't know why we cannot have technology there. So, provincial administrator was sit down and calling meeting. Okara man sit down local district, all to just sit down and look at the camera or conference room and they have a meeting. Without having to get in the car, spend 300 kina to buy fuel to go over there, pay for a hotel room to sleep there, get travel allowance. So, for one person to travel, it costs you, 1,500 kina. For one person. Whereas you can do all of this online, and what's the cost? Nothing. Just the cost of internet, you think, man. So this is where we want to modernize Papua New Guinea. That's what People's Reform Party wants to do. And we want to transform. You look in Manifesto Blomipla and talk, yeah? We want to reform, perform, transform. So we want to leapfrog the problem. Yeah, plenty problem is that, but you may leapfrog him, you may transform him. That's what we want to do. And so we are going to embrace technology. Like, if other parties say they want to do it, well, other parties have been in charge for the last 15 years. Did they embrace it? They didn't. Mipla by working, because for me, personally, Alan Beda, James Donald, Maso Hewabi, Secretary Blomibla, Ismail Tamutai, Mipla, like in people or place, must connect. They must connect, not just to People's Reform Party, but to their country, to their government. All must own him and something blow on. And we want to give them that. And I believe, without a shadow of doubt, technology will give them that. This la technology. Now will phone meet la put him na you may walk him this la interview ya. This will give them access. And the cost is going to be almost nothing. People are money to work in this law or something. See what I mean?
True. Well, Gav, I know you're quite a very busy man, and I won't keep you much longer on our program, our inaugural program again, Conversations with Callaghan. Like I mentioned already, this episode, it's called Ask for Trouble, how everything started off. But Governor, for yourself, I'd like you to just to end our conversation here. What's the message? I mean, the message not just about People's Reform Party, but what can you say to Papua New Guineans who are interested or who want to see change, who want to see us move ahead, progress? It was sad enough that I think it was the beginning of this year we had our Chief Justice mentioned that the country has regressed. In any case, it was quite sad to hear it from our Chief Justice, but this is someone who's had a very lengthy history in our legal service. I was surprised that in his young heydays, he was actually up in Southern Highlands and knew many people, even my own family, my dad and everyone, while they were working with the provincial government back then. And to hear him say that, for me, it was, how should I say, it was unsettling to hear it from someone as senior as him. But from yourself, from your standpoint now as a party leader, but apart from that, just to your message to the everyday Papua New Guinean who are interested in the betterment of this country and for their future and their families as well, what would you say to them?
Okay, two things. Number one, I'm ask you blog or Papua New Guinea na. Awesome. Story blow now, yeah, ask blow trouble. All right. Me personally, me making commitment lo Callaghan awesome. Callaghan, I have been dealing with him for a long time. Mino sakam na give me one side coins or one something no that. It's been a totally professional, respectful relationship. But now I'm got heavy osemia. Me no na call him amount, but me yet, but me put sambla money lo saboti work lo Caligan. Not just Caligan, but any other fearless, honest reporters who want to highlight our issues. So me appeal lo iblo Papua New Guineans. Me ba sabotim this la young man because me believe him. He's very talented. Look him, how I'm asking question yeah. Sometimes write it down. Sometimes me just migi mosem. Emiga talent lo this la work. Me like saboti talent lo him. Time him say invite me lo come lo show blow him. Me sa come because Caligan him sing out, not because it's FM 100. Just like when Douglas was there, just like when late Roger Hawafa was there. I came because these are great men that you can talk to. So, young Caligan, develop lo desla work now. So me ba supporting him. For the first time, me no say give me one plus something, me ba supporting him lo desla work. So me ask you lo Papua New Guineans, you bla pili mo say me ga lili sing out lo bell blow pla support this man na. Put him one bla one toya na you me supporting him. Me ba give him blow me min na call amount because me bla civic. Me bla no announce lo public sandi lo say me ba me height na give him. And you bla civic ba understand. You bla narbla like working announcement na sing point him ground na come give him sandi lo bla but me ba working lo way blow me. That's the first thing I want to say. Second thing, coming back to what the Chief Justice has said, I think Chief Justice Emi Biplaman Thomas. Nah, I think, you know, kind man where holy means that lo bel blame long pla time. Because he's not supposed to talk about things like that. And I think there are many judges who don't talk about, na plenty old big man too. Also holy means that lo bel blow la. He go, name abrusim mark now. Talk out. But I think, talk out lo one plus standing where you me the Papua New Guinea and you me look sabe pinisa. You me look sabe na you me no sa talk. You know, the other day I called out this National Repentance Day thing. Nobody has ever called it out. Okay, man sa passing mouse na you me make him. And then I was so pleased that, you know, a lot of people criticized me. You know, they said I wasn't a Christian, or this or something. Christian is not about what you do in public, you think him. It's about when something you feel it bell blow you, respect namelo you na God na you make it something. But anyway, that's another, I'm not gonna go down there, but I was so happy that time he making noise. Head blow Lutheran Church and me come out na support him. Talk where me too been making long him. So I think that's the thing with Papua New Guineans. Me plus a respect him all member, na respect him prime minister, na respect yes abrusi mark na something wrong. You mean to talk. You miss a passing mouse. Come back lo culture lo you lo respect. You saw you can peel him pen na start na man kalo place by quick time through you play cleaning place, killing pig or something. But you plus struggle lo school fee na or something. But lo respect as well you me killing pig you think him. Now you mean not to talk lo problem. You may order kaya pig na. All man come you may amma symbol no go pinis na EVM start here. That's a PNG culture. We are now a modern country in the modern world. Yes, you got good culture blow you missed up. But what the Chief Justice mentioned, I mean no personal problem lo Chief Justice. And problem lo country mention him. You look him. And that's the thing. We've got to separate things that are personal from things that have to do with common problems that we all are facing. There's no something no economy, jobs, the power structures between the national and the provincial government. Those are not Alan Bed's private problems. And problem lo country. You look him. Now inside lo head lo you mean need lo separate him. Problem lo country. Now personal problem lo you mean. We got to be able to separate those two. You mean no can same, you mean no can porret lo talk lo heavy lo country. You know, every time I come out in public, you know, when I call out the Honorable James Marape, you know, James Marape is a nice man. But look at all the things he is doing. You know, he's not helping any of us, you look at him. So I'm not talking about James Marape as an individual. I'm separating that. I'm talking about the things where he is failing to do. Okay? Now, he should be able to see that. Me supposed to, hey, me time old man criticizing me. Quick time through me straight him yet. Because, oh yeah, me wrong, yeah, straight him. That's the way I operate. And I'm expecting, you know, plenty time, all by toko. Alan Bede no a good la passing blame. Why? Because me sa talk straight na you sa Philippine lo bun blow you na you talk me no good la man. You know, I'll tell you something about my civic people. When I got elected in, I think it was August 8th, 2017, first time. Oh, civic line up lobbies. There was a huge pile of papers as big as this. Request blow money. All come now talk. People like him money. You know what I said to them? I said, sorry, me no come no kiss him money. No talk, hey, passing blue you know sem papa somare. Now me talking about looking pest blow me. Me look sem papa somare or no that. Papa I am different man, me different man. I will make you work for your money, me talking about. Now me starting this like Coco program come yeah. My people are working for their money because I was very hard on them at the start. Now look at me story I'm starting yet, yeah. And this is what and I didn't do that. Suppose me not been working with them all. Suppose me to start finding money and me start giving all. Civics would not be working hard right now. You look at me. And that's the same thing I'm saying to Papua New Guinea. You might not like me because I am saying the things the way they should be said. Just like Chief Justice talked again, you can believe it long. But this is the truth. You can't avoid it. My issue is it's got to be fixed. And it's got to be fixed and done right. Plan di Papa Mama now, you saw some piggy blue, I'm not gonna walk. I can graduate the university current degree camera side, I'm still not gonna walk. How do we solve that? Do we solve that by being nice to one another? Na yumi go lotu, na beten, na sing sing, na karay. Does that solve the problem? If it does solve the problem, okay, yumi go hold him pass, na yumi cry, na beten, na problem by solve. If that is not the solution, then we have to find the solution and do it. That's basically what I'm saying. You don't have to like me to solve your problem. You just need to know that I am recognizing your problem. And I am saying to you, I have a solution. Me and my team of leaders, we have a solution on how to fix it. You don't have to like me as a person. You just have to look at the solutions that we are offering and ask yourself, are these the solutions that are going to make life better for my child, my children, my relatives? All the relatives singing me all the time, lo money, lo the fortnight, yeah? Or is it not good for us? That's the question you got to ask yourself. You don't have to ask yourself whether I make you feel good. If I made you feel good, I'd be selling you ice cream. I'm not an ice cream salesman. I'm a guy that wants to fix things. My team of leaders, including people like Krenga Kua, Dr. Lino, Brian Kramer, and all these guys that we hang around together, these leaders, we are here to fix things. We're not here to make you feel good by giving you ice cream. Because time block ice cream and finish. You may all heavy. Someone needs to, they always say, take the bull by the horns. Well, sometimes when you take the bull by the horns, you have to slaughter the bull, you know? And someone has to do that. We can't all be nice people and come na. You may give me sugar loli na, you feel sweet stuff na. Situation blue bagarat. So that's my final word to Papua New Guineans. You want someone who's going to be, like, I don't want to be Prime Minister for 8, 9, 10 years, na around, na hello people, na, you know, that's not my thing. You know, you ask him all civic. No ga one bla time, Island bed go na cut him ribbon, na walking one bla opening. Me say to him all she bla opening na use him. But we come cut him ribbon lo him. Or civic but talk to you. That's the way I operate. I'm not here to go doing ribbon cutting. If not cut him, cut him. That's the way I operate. I just want to see the result. The road to the result, that's not important to me. As long as we get to the result, I'm happy. So, I'm still unbelievable. Thank you, my brother. I'll continue to support you. You want to do another show, I'll be here. But like I said, let's support Caligan. Thank you very much.
Governor, firstly, thank you very much for the compliment. I think people are been through you. You give them come, so I'd like to extend my thanks to you, your office, the people of Sipik. Thank you through. And I'm just extending my thanks and appreciation on behalf of myself and my family, and we sincerely appreciate this just so you walk in. Thank you, Thomas. And apart from that, I want to thank you again for being my first guest on my inaugural program, Conversations with Caligan. Governor, thank you, Thomas, for the time. I wish you nothing but the best with the PRP and, of course, the people of ECPIC as well, and the road ahead. It's going to be a very challenging one, and so far from what you said, I think the response has gone out, and I think it's been a positive feedback with the launch that commenced on Sunday. But Governor, thank you too much for the time, please.
It's been a pleasure, my brother. Thank you, Stred.
Thank you.